This is breaking all the rules of YouTube about horizontal video and lighting and dressing well and whatever, but I don't care because it's more important to get that message out than to be polished. So in this quick video, I want to go over one simple concept that I just went through today with a group of friends. So the very first thing is you've got to find your tribe. You got to find a group of friends. Start with one other person if you don't have a big group, and you don't want a big group anyways, but start with one person who's either going through the same journey with you or who understand what you're trying to go through, who has your back. So today I had basically a mastermind call with 3 other guys. I call it the Asian Brotherhood, which just happened to be all Asian. And we just basically spent an hour and a half sharing with each other the goals that we have for 2024, and then determine some actions that we have that we're committed to for the year. And it's so important because if you're trying to break out on your own or do things your own way, maybe starting your own business or like just breaking out of kind of whatever environment that you grew up in, it's really lonely to get started, but also it's really hard to keep up the momentum going. I've had so many start, stop because I try to do it on my own, by myself, on the journey, and then without any support or any kind of like peer group with other people who are doing the same thing. So the one thing I want to share today is if you're on this journey or you're just starting out, find somebody who's going to be, again, ideally who's going on the same journey with you, or at least that person believes in you. So like back when I was starting out, one of my really good friends, Tony, he wasn't going on the same journey with me, but I would tell him about the things that I'm up to or I'm trying to do and all the shiny objects that I'm learning about in the online world. And even though he didn't go along with me, he gave me a lot of encouragement, and he even tried to help me out. If you know about my story of like not too afraid to even pick up the phone, he was actually the guy that actually helped me pick up the phone and make some cold call for me. And he wasn't involved, he wasn't a partner in the business, but he just helped out anyways. So it's so important to have those people in your life. Again, I start with one. Find that person now, and hopefully that person is supportive of your goal and your dreams, and then even better if they can want to go along with your dream and your goals. And that's the main I guess thought I want to share. The other thing I will tell you is that person likely is not going to be your family, meaning your parents, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sisters, even your wife or your partners. I've been very, very lucky, and I don't I don't forget the importance of luck. I've been very, very lucky in that the closest people in my life have been very, very supportive, meaning my best friend Tony is very supportive. My wife is way more supportive of what I'm trying to do since the beginning when I had nothing. But it's not like that with my immediate family, right? Like my blood family. And I've heard this so many times where the people that you have the most trust with, like your parents, the people that you would hope, would expect to have your back, oftentimes are the people that are the distractors, if you even dare to share your dreams with them. And my advice, encouragement for you would be, don't try to seek and try to convince them to support you when you're just starting out. I tried to do that, and it did not go well for me. And here's the thing. They're not supportive of it right away for good reasons. Their goal and their job is to keep you safe. And they've all have different life experiences than we do. And for you to expect them to understand you and be supportive of you and what you're trying to do would be the same thing as they expecting you to understand their point of view, right? So I tried that for so many years. I was like, why don't my parents understand what I'm trying to do? Why aren't they more supportive of it? Guess what? They're a lot more supportive of it now that they can see the physical achievements in the real world I've had. Before that, I was just basically asking them to trust what's in my head. And all the big grandiose goals and plans I had in my head. It's a lot more easier now for them to support me or to stop complaining about me now that they see some modicum of success on my end. So that would be my advice or my share today. Find your tribe. Start with one person. Don't expect your immediate blood families to understand you at all. That person will likely be somebody else outside of your family, your friend, maybe one of your friends, maybe the people that you met online. I've had people that I met online one time who are way more supportive of my goals and my dream and my plans out of the get-go than the people who are closest to me, okay? But even then, that's not their fault that they're not supportive of you. It's their job to protect you and keep you safe, and they're gonna ask you and expect you or try to convince you to do the safe things for your own sake. And your job and your goal is just to focus on, hey, they have my best interest in mind, but I know better for myself, right? So that's my share. Find your tribe, do some goal settings with each other, keep each other accountable, and focus on one or two things that you can focus on and execute right away. So we all did our hourly planning today. We came up with our 3 goals for the year when it comes to finances, health, family, relationships, and happiness. We all set 3 to 4 goals that are important to us, and why they are important, why they are a must, that we have to achieve them in 2024. And then we also ended the meeting with what's the one thing that we can do today that move us forward. So go ahead and do that if you're watching this and you're wondering, like, what do I do and what do I focus on next for the next year. And I hope you have a great 2024.